Aparecido Rodriguez Cesar, that's his full name. After being tracked by Lazio for some time in the summer of 2001, Cesar joined the Italian Serie A club, becoming an important player for the Roman side. He then moved to Inter after much courtship on the part of Roberto Mancini, but his move was not as blissful as he had imagined. Loaned out to Corinthians and then in December 2006 to Livorno, after finding it hard to find any space in the Inter side, he came back to Milan this summer, uncertain as to whether he would get a game or not. On Sunday against Catania, an opportunity presented itself, and the 31-year-old grabbed it with both hands. Cesar surprised everyone with his performance. Voted man of the match by Sky, he was a constant menace and even managed to do what Adriano couldn't, score a goal. Like his fellow Brazilian, Cesar has been left out of the list of players eligible to play in the Champions League until January, but for the moment, winning a place in the first team is the main objective. Alessandro Del Piero has denied that there's a storm brewing over his ongoing contract talks, but has a word of warning for his Italy coach. The Juventus captain has been locked in protracted negotiations over his future at the club, but remains confident that an agreement will be reached in the meetings to come. Juventus have asked the player to take a wage cut considering he's now 33 years old, but Del Piero, who is entering his 15th season with the club, is standing his ground. At Juve, he's still an important part of the club, however the sands of time may be slipping away for the number 10 at international level. Having been shunted out to the left side of midfield in the recent Euro 2008 qualifier against France, and then banished to the stands for the tie in the Ukraine, Pintoricchio's had enough and has given Azzurri coach Roberto Donadoni an ultimatum: play me up front or don't play me at all. Riccardo Zampagna is tired of playing the journeyman soccer player and wants to finally settle down. After hitting the spotlight over the weekend with a spectacular goal against Fiorentina, the Atalanta striker has pledged his future to the Bergamo club. Having played in the backwaters of Italian soccer for so long, at the likes of Messina, Ternana and Cosenza, the 32-year-old is just happy to enjoy the good times. The shaven-headed forward scored a penalty on game day 2 in the 2-0 win over Parma, and then followed that up with a wonderful overhead kick last Sunday to put him level with another veteran, Cristiano Doni, as the club's joint top goal scorer on 2 goals for the season so far. Although he has attracted interest from other clubs, Zampagna has declared that he will end his career at Atalanta, having just extended his contract. If he continues to score goals like the one against Fiorentina, the Atalanta fans will be happy to have him for as long as possible. Carlo Ancelotti believes that AC Milan have enough attacking prowess to employ just one lone striker. With Ronaldo injured and Alberto Gilardino out of sorts, the coach has had to turn to veteran Filippo Inzaghi to lead the front line alone, something that in the past has not gone down too well with President Silvio Berlusconi. However, with attacking midfielders Ricky Kaká and Clarence Seedorf in scintillating form, the Christmas tree formation is set to become de rigueur for the Rossoneri from now on. The two midfielders have the freedom to roam, and this creates more room for the striker. This was certainly the case during the opening game of the Holders Champions League campaign against Benfica on Tuesday, where Inzaghi scored in the 2-1 win, and both Kaká and Seedorf ran the Portuguese side ragged. However, the 40-year-old boss admitted that Andrea Pirlo was the real puppet master, pulling the strings from the centre of midfield, as well as scoring the opener from a free kick. On this form, Pirlo may well be a contender for the Golden Football Award, which everyone in Italy is already convinced will go to Kaká.